Have you been asking yourself the questions in regards to women's health? For example, questions like pregnancy-related issues, fertility, infertility, and also reproductive health issues. For example, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and also endometritis, endometriosis, and also ultrasound scans. On this channel, Gerard Massa, the health educator, I talk about everything in regards to women's health. Ask me all your questions and I will answer all your questions down below in the comments. And remember to hit the subscribe button so that you get new videos I put out every day. Welcome. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about something very important. Please stick around to the end. You are going to learn a lot in today's lesson. You are most welcome and please stick around. See you there. How to use the ovulation predictor kits to determine the period when you are most likely to get pregnant. So in this video today, we are going to learn how you can use the ovulation predictor kits to determine that specific period when you are most likely to get pregnant. The ovulation predictor kits are specifically small testing strips designed to determine when you are most likely to be pregnant or when you are most likely to go into ovulation. Now, when we talk about ovulation, ovulation is that period when the egg has been released from your ovary, and it is that specific period when you are most likely to get pregnant. This normally lasts for 12 to 24 hours, although in some cases we could even say it goes for even 36 hours, but the peak point or the time when a woman is supposed or most likely to get pregnant is between 12 to 24 hours. So when a woman is about to get into her ovulation period, or a woman is about to enter her phase of ovulation, what happens is that there are two hormones that are normally released, and they tend to increase in amount, or they tend to increase in quantity. So it is actually called a surge of hormones. When we are talking about these hormones, specifically we are talking about the two hormones known as luteinizing hormone and the estrogen hormone. Two hormones are into play right now. This is the luteinizing hormone and the estrogen. So what happens is that luteinizing hormone is that hormone that is released from your anterior pituitary gland. That is a small part in your brain, but in this particular case, when it is released by the anterior pituitary gland, it travels to your gonads or your ovaries, and specifically it enables the maturation of these ovaries, and it actually speeds up the maturation of the ovaries. So when it is released in your system, in your bloodstream, and the levels are increasing, that is a sign that you are going into your ovulation period. So that is a sign that you're going into ovulation. So these kits, the ovulation predictor kits, as the name suggests, these are testing kits or testing strips which were designed specifically to give you that prediction of like when you are about to go into your ovulation. So there are many types on the market, but the most common ones are the testing kits, so there are also more expensive ones. For example, the rapid response and the clear blue types, but specifically the testing kits type of predictor kits are really so available. You can get them at any of your nearby pharmacy, and your pharmacist will give you instructions on how to use them. But specifically, they use two things. One type uses saliva, then the other type uses urine. So when we are talking about those that use saliva, you begin chatting or you begin applying some little morning urine. You should use the morning urine because the levels of the hormone, that is the luteinizing hormone, are higher in the morning. So you put a small sample of this morning urine on the kit, and then you wait for a few minutes, and then you'll be able to detect. But to understand the predictor kits on how they really give the results, you need to be very careful. You need to have you need to have a flat surface. You could actually get like a whiteboard and then or a white paper, and then you be putting them on. Like if at all you begin putting them on day 1, day 2, day 3, specifically when you are most likely to go into your ovulation period. That is normally 14 days from the first day when you saw your period. So you can begin charting 5 days before, and normally there are 2 lines on the predictor kits. There's the test line and then there's the control line. The test line specifically tends to darken. It becomes darker when the LH, or when your ovulation day is reaching. So when it is darkest, then it means your ovulation period has reached. So the ovulation predictor kits, much as they need lots of attention when you're interpreting them, but they can give you a clue of when your ovulation day is about to reach. So remember, we said that when the test line becomes very dark, then that is a sign that your ovulation period has reached. Normally it lasts for 12 to 24 hours. So it's advisable, if you are looking at getting pregnant, it's advisable to have sex when the line is darkest. That is when the levels of LH, or maturation and ovulation, is really at its peak. So we always, since sperm stays in a woman's system for at least 3 to 5 days, and the egg is released for only within 12 to 24 hours, we recommend you have sex 2 days and up to the following days leading to the ovulation date. So if your ovulation is, let's say, 2 days from today, or it's maybe happening tomorrow, the line is darker today, then we recommend you begin having sex like since yesterday, today and tomorrow. The main reason is that sperm can stay in a woman's system for some good number of days, that is 3 to 5 days. In today's video, we've talked about the ovulation predictor kit and how it works, and we have said that normally the ovulation predictor kits are testing kits which look for the hormone known as luteinizing hormone and estrogen. But specifically, the commonest types are those that are designed to detect the levels of luteinizing hormone. Let me know if you have any questions. Gerard Massa, the health educator, is the channel you are on, and let me know if you have any questions. I'll answer all your questions. Thank you for attending today's lesson. See you in my next video, and may God bless us all. Thank you, my friend, for attending today's lesson. I hope you have learned something, and please, if you have any questions in regards to what we've just discussed, leave your questions in the comments. Ask me your questions. I will answer all your questions. On this channel, Gerard Massa, the health educator, I talk about women's health. Have yourself a fantastic and healthy day, and may God bless us all. Bye bye.